who's got the latest on Storm Babet?
Yes, Babet's been battering the UK for sure. Take a look at this Weather Watcher picture, which is from the South Shields area, northeast England, and down the North Sea coast we're still getting gusts of wind running into the 60s of miles an hour. Elsewhere, flooding has been the major concern. And talking about flooding, we still have 5 severe flood warnings in force in Scotland along stretches of both the North and the South Esk. But as well as these 5 severe warnings, we've also got 16 flood warnings elsewhere in Scotland, another 5 for Wales, and 133 in England, where the majority of those are in the Midlands, where we've seen disruption to transport and also some schools have been closed as well. Now, in terms of looking at the future, the weather warnings, we've got amber warnings out across the spine of the Pennines, the Peaks into the Scottish borders today. They're joined by further warnings in Scotland overnight, and those Scottish warnings stay in force for tomorrow as well. Notice another red weather warning for parts of Angus and Aberdeenshire, where another 70 to 100 millimetres of rain will fall on top of what we've already seen. That is likely to cause further severe flooding.
Good afternoon. It was a fairly wet start for some of us this morning, but it has been clearing. We've got showers now through the afternoon, but some bright and hopefully some sunny spells as well. Now, this was the scene in Chelsea earlier on this morning, rather grey skies.
Hello there. Well, Storm Babet has certainly left its mark across great swathes of the UK, and here in the south still looking pretty changeable through the next few days. Further showers or longer spells of rain, but there will also be some drier interludes. But as we saw on the earlier pressure chart, as we roll it into Sunday, we see this ridge of high pressure starting to build in from the south and west, and that should quieten down the showers. So Sunday itself certainly likely to be the better day of the weekend. Winds a little lighter, temperature still doing pretty well in the best of any sunshine. Monday dry on the whole, but later on rain will arrive, and that will carry us into a fairly changeable picture, certainly through the middle part of the new week. At least it will be frost free. Do take care. Bye bye for now.
Good evening to you. Staying windy and wet as we end the week and slide into the weekend. Several hours of pouring, persistent rain to come, together with gusty winds and gales. And numerous warnings remain in place, notably for that heavy, persistent rain for Scotland and northern England. The rare, serious red warning gets re-established for parts of eastern Scotland as we slide into Saturday. Here, exceptional amounts of rain showing little let-up. Near 2 months' worth of rain falling in 3 days across eastern Scotland before things improve. And a soaking wet Saturday for most. Further pouring rain to come, blustery, gusty winds before things gradually improve into Sunday.
So much stormy weather, Ben. Give us an update.
Rare to see a day quite as wet as this one, Rita, across such large parts of the UK. A number of flood warnings, in fact, many flood warnings in force, and some severe flood warnings across parts of eastern Scotland. 5 severe flood warnings.
Terrible weather up and down the country, but in London we've kind of escaped the bad weather, haven't we?
We had some pretty heavy rain last night, Assad, but nothing on the scale of what we've seen across other parts of the UK. We really have dodged the worst of it here. In fact, we got to see a bit of blue sky and a little bit of sunshine as today went on. Broadly speaking, though, it does stay pretty unsettled as we head on into next week. On Monday, a mostly fine start, but we could well see cloud and possibly some quite heavy rain pushing up from the south later in the day with a strengthening wind. And then as we look further ahead through the week, we will see some rain at times, but nothing, we suspect, on the scale of what we've seen further north across the UK.